Hey there again, everybody. Stolly here on AutoCAD once more. I told you last episode that I would start on elevation, show you guys how to get that set up, but unfortunately I wasn't thinking at the time, and we still need to add some roof. Obviously need to add a roof to this, and we need to do some trim work around some borders and all this other good stuff. So I'm going to show you how to do all that right now. And I'm sorry that we're not doing elevations this episode. If you're really looking forward to it, it's will hopefully be the next one. Sorry again, guys. Now, the first thing with roof is depending it's just pretty much how do you want to set up your roof. Do you want your roof edge to align with the exterior of the wall? 9 times out of 10 you don't, because you don't see buildings like that anymore. If you're like me, I like to have a 1 block overhang, and actually in real life I prefer a 1 foot overhang because that's just how I roll. But regardless, to draw in your roof, all you do is pretty much like drawing in another wall. You just go like so. And now the only difference about this line compared to your walls is that it's going to be dashed so that you know that it's not a wall, that is the roof. Now the next thing about a roof is how do you want it to slope? Now this is key because roofs can slope in many different ways. You can have a slope, let me see here. You can do a slope like this if you want to. Have a cross like that, and then cross over the other side. This is known as a hip roof, and then pretty much whenever water will hit the roof, water will go down that way, water will go down this way, water will go down this way, whoops, and water will go down this way. Alright, down here. But because it's Minecraft, and I don't think we'll be able to make a sufficient hip roof. This is what's known as a hip roof. And I don't think because of playing in Minecraft, we won't be able to make a real great, effective, efficient hip roof without using like 10 blocks up, which will look extremely unproportional to your building. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a gable, which is pretty much this. But it's going to be an alternated gable. Instead of having a peak at the very middle, I'm actually going to have a rise on the sides, like over here. I'm going to go over 4. And the reason why I picked 4 is because that's how high up in blocks I'm going to go. So this is where the peak of those stairs will be when I put them on for the slope of the roof. And I'm going to put one here. I'm going to trim up that line, and I'm going to get rid of these so it doesn't affect the look very much, and also keep neat. And there you have the roof. Pretty simple. Now pretty much what this means is it's going to slope here. Let me show you guys again here. I can turn off ortho and block. There. Pretty much it's going to slope here. It's going to go down that way, and if it hits over here it's going to go down this way. But from this, pretty much this whole section here is going to be flat, which is cool because like I said, it's Minecraft. And if you guys don't really like this design, go ahead, feel free to mess with this, try to create your own. And then when you feel like you have a roof that you really enjoy, you'll be able to find out it's actually doable when we get to elevation. But before we get to elevation, we actually got to pick a new color so that we can do trim work inside of our building. Because if you notice, you can probably just sit at the computer right now, look at your ceiling, you're gonna notice little trim work around the top of your wall that connects, it's gonna connect from your wall to your ceiling. That's known as trim work. And I'm gonna make that a different color. We'll make it gotta make it a noticeable color, but we'll make it an offset blue. Color 150. And then pretty much to draw them in, it's it's going to be that 1 block. And you're going to go like that. And you're pretty much just going to offset. If you want to, actually, you can also offset the walls in one if you'd like, if you think that's the faster method. I'm just going to draw it in because I don't feel like changing the line types and changing the color when I'm done drawing it. So I'm just going to do it this way. Just a little faster. At least I think so. And then bam. You're going to have, right there is your trim work. And now you get to decide, do you want to use stairs or do you want to use just a slab? Either way, if you I like to keep my trim work this kind of simplicity, because if you add another line through it, like, yeah, you're gonna know there's stairs now, but at the same time, it's really gonna start to make the drawing look crowded. But if you do need to use this, then go ahead, because I don't want you getting confused. And also, if you notice here, this line was drawn in wrong, so I'm gonna have to fix that real fast. There we go, because it was at a 0.5 instead of 1, and we're gonna pull it in. And since I'm already continuing with these hidden lines, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it off, because I do plan on using stairs as a trimmer for this. And there we go. I'm just gonna draw in the lines right here, and I'm just gonna go to each room pretty much and draw in the trimmer. After I draw this in, the one reason why I wanted to do a flat roof also is because I'm gonna have glass on top of the roof to help let light in and just help to light up the rooms. Now obviously I'm not going to be doing that in every room, because not every room should be having that kind of like light fixture, like lighting, I guess. Well, no, that's not even the right word. Like, most rooms won't be having, because most rooms don't have like windows coming from the ceiling. Like, you know, obviously storage closets, they're not going to have those kind of windows because, well, they're storage closets. But a room like a foyer, and actually I drew these in wrong if you guys notice. I kept offsetting in by 1. I actually got to draw an outer edge. But like I said, not every room will be having a glass ceiling, just for the fact that some rooms it's just not appropriate to have a glass ceiling with. I mean, granted, it's Minecraft, so if you really want to, go ahead, put that glass ceiling in the closet. Heck, put a glass floor going to your basement, whatever. I mean, I didn't draw a basement in here, so don't want to confuse you guys there, but there. So now you can easily tell where your trim work is. You're going to be able to tell where your interior walls are. You can tell where the glass is, and you can tell where your exterior walls are, and your roof. So overall, the drawing's pretty well, pretty neat. The only thing is this line here gets kind of lost, but you kind of just gotta look closely and follow the line. Now, the next thing is pretty much drawing in the glass ceiling. To draw that in, I'm going to use the same color, but instead of using hidden, I'm going to use a continuous line or bilayer, because the layer is on continuous. Actually, I'm going to switch to continuous for you guys. And now I'm going to do a kind of design. I'm going to see what I have to work with first, as far as space goes, because I want to keep that 1 block gap so that it doesn't look really bad. Because if you have the glass going right up against your trim, you're going to be able to see the trim, and it just doesn't look as neat, I think. And by neat, I mean like cleanliness-wise, not as in interesting. Whoops. Okay. So these are my spaces I got to work with. Like I said, I'm not doing one in the closet. I'm actually not going to do one in the bedroom because I don't like the idea of that. So we have one in the office, the kitchen, the foyer, and the open space. And now this is where I get to have some fun again. I can do some different designs if I want to. But I'm actually just going to do, kind of like how I did my windows on the wall, I'm going to do a 1 block spacing. Like so. And then I'm going to do some trim work. Like here and there. There. Now that's going to be my glass panels for the ceiling to let light through, make it a more lit space, and also help bring in some nature. That's one of the biggest reasons why I think glass is great, because you can let in nature, and I think that's really cool. And there's actually this building that I really love. I forget who it's by. I know it's horrible because he's like one of my favorite architects. Actually, I lied. It's the Farnsworth House. If you guys go into Google, if you're really interesting, go look at this. Type in Google Farnsworth House, and they'll show hundreds of photos of it. In essence, it's pretty much a glass house out in the middle of the woods with trees planted and like just the right spots. It really lets in the nature, it really lets in the sunshine. It's such a good home. I love it. I don't know why, but I think it's awesome. And then obviously, because I don't have much space for these glass ceilings, I'm going to have to go do vertical here, or horizontal here where I did vertical there, which is fine. It helps offer a little spice and zest to the building. So now I go back to the trim, and I'm going to trim here, and that's not good. Well, what's here and here look like? I don't want that. Dang. I hate it when this happens because I'm like, I don't know what I should do. I'll actually do it this way. I'll offer more light towards the front of the building. Well, towards the front here instead of the back. It's because it has plenty of windows there anyway. I mean, it has plenty of windows there. It's just pretty much greater of two evils, really. Like, which one do you think would look nicer? And I think that one should do it. So now, in essence, this building is complete. It's got the floor, it has interior walls, it has windows in those walls, it has an exterior wall, it has the trim, it has the glass panels for the ceilings that I wanted, and it has a roof. Now, in the next episode, I will truly show you guys how to do an elevation of this home. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know down below. And if you haven't heard yet, I think it's just a third or fourth episode, you can get this program. You don't have to pay $2,000 for this program. You can go out to AutoCAD and you can get it for free if you're a student. And you just have to sign up as a student account and then say, you know, what college you go to, what's your name, and all that. And honestly, if you lie, well, I'm not saying to go out there and lie at all. But if you do, I don't know. I don't think they're going to be able to really track that. I don't think they'll be coming to your doorstep, kicking your door in, saying you stole, or not even stole, that you're using my product when you said you're a student and you're not. I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm not promoting that you lie. I go to college, so I got this. I figured cool. And if you're the same way, go for it. Or if you want to try getting it, even though you're not in college, go ahead. Like I said, what's the worst that could happen? I mean, I'm not promoting. Like I said, I'm not promoting. But if you want it, go ahead, try to get it. But I'm not responsible for anything that happens. So, with that being said, next episode is elevations. Well, maybe one or two elevations, because all four will take a considerable amount of time. And I hope you guys enjoyed. So I'll see you later. Once more, this is Staller. Have a good day. And I hope to see you in my next episode.